Hi, this is Brad Seacott with Terracom. In this quick video, I'm going to do a little walkthrough on the Coherent Wave Shaper. Now, I have a Coherent Wave Shaper WS4000, which is a 4-channel wave shaper. It's a 4000A that I have access to online. And we'll go ahead and show that. Just a little housekeeping. Terracom, if you want information on the lines that we sell, you can go to our webpage, terracom.com. We have all of the product areas, line cards, and so on and so forth. Now, we actually sell the Coherent Wave Shapers through our sister company, XS Optics. And so you can go to xsoptics.com, and under manufacturers, Coherent, test equipment, wave shapers, and what we're going to look at today is this Wave Shaper 4000A. Okay, so this is the product that we're going to be looking at today. Okay, so it's a 4-channel output, 1-channel input. It's a little over a half U rack, I think it's a half rack 2U high. So let's go ahead and dial on to this. So this is the user software, and the way to do this is this is actually hosted on the Wave Shaper. So all you have to do is TCP/IP in, and this software is on the Wave Shaper. You can also program these things using Skippy, and you can load programs using Excel spreadsheets to program filters. But let's just kind of go through the GUI here. So starting at the upper hand or the left here, this is a preview of the filter that I'm working on. Okay, so this is not active in the instrument yet. Once we decide what filter we want here, then we hit the apply button and it goes over to the current filter. And that's when current means the filter that is actually active in the wave shaper at the time. All right, and then these two below here are phase. This is phase preview and phase active, okay, or phase current. Okay, so this GUI is really set up just to let you do things very quickly and easily. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play with some pre-programmed filters here. So on the left-hand bar here, we're going to choose filter, and then in this pull down, we can choose bandpass, Gaussian, or band stop. So let's just go ahead with a bandpass. And you can see we can decide what wavelength we want that bandpass to be in, what bandwidth we want it to be, how much attenuation we want it to have, and also what the phase needs to be. Okay? So once we decide the filter, that shape that we want, then we can choose the port that we want to send it to. All right? So in this case, we'll send it to port 1. All right? We'll hit it, apply, and there it goes to port 1. Okay. Say we wanted to attenuate it. Let's send it down by 6 dB. All right, you can see it comes down by 6 dB there. Say we want to put some phase in here. So let's put in 2 radians. Okay. All right, and you can see the phase is shown here, and then we've sent this over to the filter. All right, so this is a very easy example. All right, so say we wanted to send another filter over to channel 2, or to port 2. So let's go to port 2. All right, and you can see it's changed to green, and let's change the wavelength to 192.5. Okay, and let's turn off the attenuation. Now, this is attenuation above insertion loss. Okay, just so we're speaking the same discussion. So let's bring the phase down a bit. So let's go to 0.5, 5 radians. Okay, and we'll send that over to port 2. Okay, so there's port 2. So if we go back to port 1, Oh, I'm sorry. So this is just for programming. So that's a good idea of what you can do, port 1, port 2, and you can put any filter shape that you want on any port within physical reason. You can't have the same filter on both ports because you're using only one grading and one LCOS. And if I had one, I would show you a picture. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull up a picture here. Where's the picture? Hold on. Let's go look at this one. This is a B series, but it has the same. It has the same. Let's see. There's a block diagram in one of these. I apologize for the delay. There it is. Okay, so you can see how this thing's working. This is the input. It's coming off of a mirror, coming off of a grating, hitting the LCOS, back to the grating, and then out. Okay, so you can't have the same, you can't use the same pixels for two different outputs. Okay, so that is the limitation here. But other than that, it's fine. So this is great for doing add drop filters and things like that. Let's see. Let's go back to our. There we go. Okay. So that's it for easy filters. And let's go ahead and clear this. So let's block everything. Okay, so I blocked all on one, or I blocked all on two. Let's block all on one. Okay, and so we have everything clear here. Oh, what did I do? Let's block you. Oh, I'm actually applying another filter. So we blocked everything on one. Okay, so let's do a thing where we want to do something a bit more advanced. Let's say we wanted to make a comb of filters. So you click this advanced button here, and this allows you to do a comb of filters. And so let's go ahead and put in 10 filters. Okay, so these are 10 filters repeating every 0.2 of a terahertz in a 0.1 terahertz window. Now it's applying the same phase to all the filters, and you can change that in something like Excel, but for something this simple, it doesn't allow you to change it easily that I can see. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that 0. All right, and so you can go ahead and apply this to port 1 very easily. Okay, and so now maybe we want to go to port 2 and we want to move the center of this thing over to 193. Okay, let's go ahead and apply these. And you can see them interleaving here. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of what you can do with this. Anytime you want to get out, just hit the block. All right, let's make sure, and we blocked all. Okay, so that's the rudimentary way to do it. The next step up is you can do something like a sketch. So here we allow you to just kind of do a rough sketch of the filter shape that you want. So you could do like, something like this. Right, and you can change the bandwidth. Right, say maybe we wanted to do something like this. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and, or we can do it. We can do a grid. Let's do a 100 gig grid here. So this is set up on a 100 gig grid. So we could set this guy up like this. Okay, so you can kind of sketch your way around and do various shapes and then apply them that way. You can also operate these as a splitter. All right, so you can, as probably the world's most expensive splitter, but you can operate it as a splitter. So you can change the percentage going to the different ports. Okay, and then this is the pulse pre-shaping area for pulse shaping. Okay, so we can do like a Gaussian pulse shape here. And these are all just pre-built and baked in and allow you to get up and going very quickly. And then if you wanted to do something a little bit more advanced, you can go ahead and select a file from your computer. We won't go into that here, but it's actually significantly easier than you would think. When we go here, we can go to, this is the help function, by the way. And you can go to optical filters and you can do wave selector presets, or you can do user configured filters and how to do the file structure and so on. Okay, if there's any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help with any technical questions, and we can certainly provide a physical unit for you to evaluate if you choose that you would like to do so. Thank you.